again since the purple tentacle went ahead and turned them off. So turn on the light switch, and then head through. And now when you get to the door over here, you're going to go ahead and use the old rusty key on it, which is the one that takes you into the dungeon. Now that we're in the dungeon, we're going to head over, and we're going to unlock this door. We're going to use that glowing key on both the top and the bottom of the locks. Once that's been done, we can go ahead and we'll be able to actually open up this door. Once it's open, you're going to have to enter a code. Now, if certain cutscenes haven't occurred, you can just go ahead and enter straight 4 zeros to open it up. Now, unfortunately, here comes the more annoying part. You have to wait for the Meteor police to show up, which is going to take a few minutes. So what I'm just going to go ahead here is make a small edit and wait as time goes by. Once the time has gone by, you will hear the sound of the Meteor police arriving. And then they will show up in the room. And they're going to, of course, exclaim that they're ready to go ahead and capture the evil purple meteor. And since they are the Meteor police, they have no problem bypassing the purple tentacle, which, if you tried to enter this room, he would not let you go by. He's going to be able to just completely bypass Dr. Ed. He can't do anything to stop him. Go ahead and open this door very easily, even though we need an item to get in here. And he finally comes face to face with the slimy purple meteor. The meteor is, of course, not very happy that he has been caught. And he goes ahead and he takes the meteor away. We now have control of Dave again. We're going to go over and we're going to pick up this badge for the Meteor police on the ground here. Go ahead and enter this door. Go ahead, the Meteor won't let us by, so we're just going to give him the badge that proves to him that we are part of the Meteor police. In which case, of course, he gets very frightened and starts panicking that he's about to be arrested or something. But by doing so, he will go ahead and leave the area and will allow us to go ahead and enter the lab area. So he panics, screams, and runs out the door, and now we can enter the lab. Now we're going to go ahead and run over, bypass Dr. Ed, who says the purple tentacle should have stopped us, even though obviously we just told the purple tentacle to buzz off pretty much. Use our card key in the card key slot, and enter this door. Once inside here, you want to go ahead and use the switch here on the machine. Once that's been turned off, everything goes back to normal. The machine's been shut down, the meteor's been taken care of, and all of a sudden, Dr. Ed has come back to his senses. We have now rescued Sandy, and we have saved the day. Now, this is just one of the many different endings that you can get in Maniac Mansion. There's many different endings, including some endings, like I said before, you can kind of mix some endings and do all kinds of different stuff with the meteor in order to get rid of it altogether and to save the day. Certain characters can also die throughout the game by doing certain things, by either drowning in the pool or giving the exploded hamster back to Weird Ed, and so different things can happen based on the characters. Like, you can go ahead and actually kill off Dave and still save the day, in which case Dr. Ed will then talk about maybe bringing Dave back to life. Of course, Dr. Ed is very happy that you saved him. He offers you anything you want to repay you, and you of course say money, and then he calls you a tuna head. And we go to our credit screen. Congratulations, you won the game. This is easily, like I said before, probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, of the whole point-and-click adventure genre. LucasArts made some of the best of this genre during the late 80s and early 90s. They eventually actually made a sequel to this game, The Day of the Tentacle, which had a different storyline, but it actually included a full working version of the first Maniac Mansion game. Now that version was only for the PC. There's also a Japanese-only port of this game that's completely different with complete different graphics that are really, like, early NES style graphics, but they made a full Japanese version of the game as well. This is one of those games when, even though you've beaten it once, there's so much more to see of it in it, and you're always wondering what if when it comes to certain items. And it's one of those ones where you're going to try each of the items you pick up on everything just to see if you can get some kind of reaction out of it. And plus all the weird and cool stuff that happened in the game is what makes it so fun and has so much replay value. So anyway, that's going to wrap up another edition of Play It Through. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.